All right. Hello, hello, hello.
Let's get this party started right.
We'll give them a second to switch over.
Yeah,
I know we've got
absolutely.
some fans following us from, the previous stream.
Oh, they're following us over from. I
We're
thought that was
making
a
a name for ourselves, right?
literally are. Literally.
Yeah.
Hmm. Hang
I
on
feel
till I
like,
get this going.
after this month ends, we should have, kind of like ratings, for like the different, Hey, long time no see, Joe. Fantastic. Welcome back.
Hey, so welcome to
We
the
missed
show.
you.
No, I'm just gonna play some music real quick. Oh, a bit of Christina going.
Can't go wrong with Christina Aguilera. This is the
Oh man, that's a great
elevator music while we wait for our other friends
for
to
people to
join us.
come in. Yeah, we wait for everybody to come in. We're just warming up. It's only
Yeah,
just beginning. We
exactly.
got to build it up.
We'll give
We
them
got to
maybe
build it up.
another minute before we start
I'm gonna
for the
start here,
stragglers. Yeah.
and then gradually just get higher.
Yeah.
All right, sorry, I'll turn that
All
off.
right, there we go. Slowly but surely. Slowly but surely.
Slowly but surely, we get there. We get there.
All right.
I got the comments.
All right. So, welcome everybody. Welcome to everybody who is new, everybody who's coming from the past stream. We'll quickly introduce ourselves before we start. So my name is Cesar. I'm from Puerto Rico, but I grew up in Florida and I work at Mayes Meravigli.
And my name is Cathal. I am also a teacher at Milano Meravigli, but I am not from Florida. I'm from Ireland, the Emerald Isle, as they call it.
Fantastic. So today we're going to be talking a little bit about questions. So questions. Hi Fabrizio, welcome. So questions can be a little bit confusing in English, especially from Italian. In Italian, questions and positive statements are basically the same. Long time no see, guys. All right. Fabrizio coming from Pescara.
Hey, nice. Fabrizio in Pescara. Very good.
Good morning, Emanuela.
Good morning.
All right, fantastic. So, in English, we have a very specific structure for sentences or a very specific word order. In every sentence, we have three things. We have subject, verb, object. Okay? We always have subject, verb, object, and always in this order. Okay? Sometimes we can have two verbs together. So we can have subject, auxiliary verb, and the main verb, but it's still in the verb box, we can say. So for example, I live in Milan. I am Italian. I am American. I don't have coronavirus. All right. So all of these have the same exact structure. If I use one verb alone, or if I use the verb with the helping verb or the auxiliary verb. The only difference between the positive statements and questions is the position of the auxiliary verb. So in normal questions, the auxiliary verb is with the verb, the normal verb. In questions, the auxiliary verb moves to the front, so it switches with the subject. So for example, I live in Milan. Do you live in Milan? I work in Milan. Do you work in Milan? So it's always this structure. So the most important thing for questions in English is the auxiliary verb or the helping verb. Okay? Normally in English, the auxiliary verb is do. So do we use for all verbs. Do you live? Do you work? Do you study? Do you believe? Do you believe in life after love? All right? So do you with all verbs except with the verb to be. To be is an exception. For example, are you Italian? Are you okay? Are you happy? Are you sick? Okay. So if we have the verb to be, we use only the verb to be, no do. For example, are you working? Are you listening? Were you, in the past, were you born in Italy? Okay, so it can be in the past, in the present, but if you have the verb to be, no do. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. So asking questions. Okay, so in this focus activity, question words. Asking questions and learn the quasi trick. So this is what we were talking about before. We have the question word, the auxiliary, the subject, and then the other verb.
So we have a question here from Joe here, Caesar. Joe wants to
Yeah,
know, with have, do we use do?
absolutely. So we use do with all verbs except to be. So for example, in English, we can say, do you have a pencil? Or do you have a pen? No, I don't have a pen. Do you have a pen, Cathal?
I do.
Okay, perfect. So have is a normal verb, no exceptions in this case. So do you live? Do you have? The same. Very good question, Joe. So here we have some sentences that are out of order. So they're all mixed up. What I want you guys to do now is in the chat, I want you guys to go ahead and put them in the correct order. So we'll give you guys a few seconds to write the correct answer in the chat.
All right. So yeah, very, very important part of English, this, so that you get the question structure correct.
Exactly. This is one of the first things we learn as native speakers. to understand the world.
Mhm.
So we can go ahead and do the first one.
Mhm.
So what do you think, Cathal?
Ooh, okay. So first one, books kind what like you of do. I mean, that looks perfect to me already.
Yeah.
Of course not.
If you're
Uh,
Yoda.
I know, right? If you're Yoda from Star Wars, exactly. I think I'm gonna have to agree with Joe and Emanuela here and say, what kind of books do you like?
Fantastic. Exactly. So just one little thing here. Remember, the structure we said is always the same. So we have subject, verb, object. If it's a question, then we put the infinitive before. If it's a question, we can also put the question word before. So the question word, for example, what? But in reality, in this question, what kind of books is all part of the question word. We can say that it all goes inside of the question box. So, for example, what are you doing? What kind of books do you like? These two questions have the same structure. We can put one thing inside of the question word box. We can put 5 things inside of the question word box. But just remember that each part is like a box. Okay? So you can put 1 word, you can put 5 words. For example, imagine that this is the question word box. Okay? So here we put what kind of books.
Hmm.
And all of this is inside this little box. It's a package. It's all together.
Nice, nice. And Fabrizio here has come up with a nice example of his own.
Right. Fantastic. What genre of film do you prefer? Fantastic.
Excellent, excellent.
Very good, Fabrizio. You're ready. You're
He's
ready to ask questions.
oh yeah.
Right. So
Someone,
number
someone
2.
like to get a focus activity on films in the previous hour, you know?
Yeah. So number 2, what do we think? Admire who you family you're doing.
Strong with the force, this one is.
Ah, right you are.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you
Nice,
admire in your family?
nice.
Fantastic.
Alessia, Emanuela, Joe, everybody getting it.
Exactly. So in this case, who in your family do you admire? This is possible. This is also possible. But more common, who do you admire in your family? So they're both possible, but the more common one is within your family at the end. In your family is similar to the location. So in English, we said before that the structure, the basic structure is subject, verb, object,
Mm-hmm.
but we can also have manner, place, and time after. So this is the advanced structure, the advanced order. So we have subject, verb, object, manner, place, time. So what does this mean? So manner is similar to Italian maniera. It is how you do something. For example, I walk fast. I walk slowly. I walk in a hurry. Then we have place. I walk to school. I live in Milan. Okay. And then time in English is always the last detail. I give you the homework at school every day, for example.
Mm-hmm.
So very important. I recommend that everybody writes this down. Okay, because in English it's always like this. It's not flexible like in Italian. In Italian, you can say verb, a posto, subject, verb, all right, object, verb, manner, time. You can do whatever you want. But in English, it's always the same. All right. So number 3, what do we have?
Do work when they. Interesting. Yeah, it's worth mentioning as well, Emanuela, that when you say who in your family do you admire, is quite an old way of speaking English. It's quite a formal way of speaking. The more common way is just to say, who do you admire in your family?
Exactly.
But if you say, who in your family do you admire, it kind of can sound quite formal.
Exactly. A little bit old.
Yeah, almost Shakespearean like.
Exactly. To be or not to be?
To be or not to be, who in your family do you admire?
All right,
Joe,
Joe, fantastic.
this guy's on fire today.
When do they work? Fantastic. We can also say, where do they work? Why do they work? How do they work? So we can change the question word.
Mm-hmm.
No problem. All right, number 4. What do we think, guys?
Number 4. Homework his does, where he do.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Manuela. When do they work?
do they work? Oh, Alessia also doing very well at the moment.
All right, fantastic. Where does he do his homework? Fantastic. So we have where, the question word, does, the auxiliary, he, the subject, do, the verb, the real verb, and his homework, the object.
Mm-hmm.
So always following this order. Where does he do his homework? Where does he do his homework? Fantastic job, everybody.
Well done, well done. So yes, as you all have said there, the auxiliary verb changes because it's in the third person. So he, she, or it. We change the auxiliary verb from do to does.
Exactly. So third person, always, always with an S. No exceptions here. Even irregular verbs like to be have an S in the third person. He is, he does, he works, he studies, always with an S. Remember, an S will make you the best.
Oh.
Little rhyme for you guys there.
Make you the best.
Just put it on your chest.
Oh my god. No
and let
regret.
it do the rest. Number 5. What do you guys think?
All right, you turn on the how to TV. Oh, Joe is this guy. This guy is, I tell you,
On fire.
on fire. There's no
Joe is
stopping this.
on fire.
You should get like a bit of Queen going. Don't stop Joe now.
Don't stop Joe now.
Having a good time.
Having a good time. He's a student studying at my ass. He's a star. He's gonna get all of the answers.
Oh, nice. Very good, Joe.
Fantastic. So how do you turn on the TV?
Mhm.
So turn on, remember, in English is for anything electric. You turn on the TV, turn on your phone, turn on the computer, turn on the light. And the opposite is turn off. It's a musical lesson, always, Joe.
When
If it's a
Caesar and
lesson
I are
with me,
involved,
it's a musical lesson.
every time, every time.
Exactly. All right, the next one. So last but not least, I believe in you guys. You can do it. Number 6.
Hmm. Well, just one quick thing there on number 5 as well. It's worth mentioning that how do you turn on the TV? Uh, Depends on like the situation, obviously, but usually, if you say how do you turn on the TV, this is not asking directly to one person. It's like how do you, in general,
Exactly.
turn on the TV. I don't ask uh, like Caesar, how do you turn on the TV? And then I ask another person, how do you turn on the TV? Because it's only one or two different ways.
Exactly. It's an impersonal form. So like in Italian, when you say come si fa
Mhm,
in general. So for example, if I say, how do you turn on the TV? The response is always going to be with you. You turn it on by blah, blah, blah. You don't say, I turn it on.
mhm.
But you respond with you the same way.
Or like, what can you do in your city? You
Exactly.
can.
Exactly. We don't say, I can, unless it's something that only you can do.
Mhm.
Oh,
Unless you are
Manuela's
very
on the
good.
tablet.
Oh,
No
Emmanuel,
worries,
don't
Manuela.
worry.
Very
Unless
good question, everybody. Why do you study English? I don't know. You
Unless
tell
you
us.
enjoy.
Is it for work? Is it for school? Is it just for yourself? Why do you study English?
Yeah, it's a good question. Good question.
Yeah. All
Why do
right.
we
So
study English?
why do you pick me up, buttercup, baby, just to let me down? So here we have some question words. This is a very short list. This is not all of the possibilities. These are just the basic possibilities. So we'll talk about these, and after we will tell you some more question words. So for example, who? Who is for what in English? When do we use who?
Hmm. Truly a very, very important point. Exactly.
Yes,
To understand what the heck people are talking about and mind their business.
exactly.
Excellent.
That way you
Excellent.
can eavesdrop when you listen to people, you know. Exactly, Joe. People.
Very good. Very good.
We're studying. Oh, Joe says we're studying English because there are you today. All right. Thank you very
Yeah.
much, Joe. We feel
Woo.
honored.
I'll give you honor. Exactly. What an honor.
Wow. So who is for people?
Wow.
Who are you? Who? I really want to know. All right. So if who is for people, then what is for what?
What is
What is
what?
what for
What?
in the
In the what?
in the
Or it's
So
the
what?
start. It's the start of the Macklemore song, right? They go what? I think it's
Oh
like
yeah, I was thinking of a completely different song.
oh, Rosanna there, very good. Rosanna and Joe both coming in, very good guys.
Saving the day. So what is for things?
Hmm
So
hmm
who for people, what for things? So who am I? But what is this? Where? When do we use where?
Mm-hmm.
Where for description? Okay, yes, but what kind of description? What does it describe exactly, Joe? It's a little bit more specific.
I think maybe Joe might have said description for what.
Ah, what for description? Ah, yes, absolutely. Yes, exactly, Joe. So where is for places? So we can say places, also situations. Yeah.
Mhm.
And
In
normally.
general, a location, yeah.
Ah, okay. So Joe was saying what description for what? Okay, perfect. That makes sense. All right. When do we use when?
When do we use when?
Yeah.
Mm.
What do we use what for and when do we use when?
When do we use what and what do we use when? Mm.
Exactly. So when D me when exactly. When for time.
I love that.
But a question for you guys. So is when for specific time or general time?
Mm.
For example, if I say 5 p.m., do I say when or do I use something else?
Mm-hmm.
When I was this kid, my mama used to tell me these crazy things. Some Eminem.
Eminem.
I'm an Eminem. I got a lot of enemies.
Oh, there we go. Joe's got an idea.
What? Exactly. So when we use for general time, exactly. And then for 5 o'clock, we say what time. So not what alone, but what time. So we say what time for specific time and when for general time. Remember, in English, we are always thinking about general and specific. This is a basic mentality that we have. We like to be very organized.
Mhm. What time
So,
is it exactly, Joe? Yeah, what time is it?
exactly. It's time to rock.
It's
I
time.
want to rock right now. My name is Caesar, came to get down. With my boy
Oh,
Cathal, we going to town.
hey, hold on. Let me
All
get my
right,
fun hat on. Hold on, let me get my fun hat on.
there you go. This is his fun hat. He brought his fun hat.
I wanna rock right now. I wanna.
There
I
we go.
wanna. There we go. I'm gonna take the fun hat off for a second.
Yeah. Then we can say when, for example, when is your birthday? When is the quarantine over?
Oh God, yeah.
Okay, so when for general.
When?
Why? Why would we use why? What situations can we use why in? When do we use why?
Hmm.
The 17th.
Exactly. I cannot wait for the 17th, Joe. It's gonna be great.
Exactly.
I mean, even
Rosanna, fantastic. Why is for reasons. Tell me why ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why ain't nothing but a mistake. Tell me why.
I never wanna hear you say I want it that
That
way.
way.
Oh, great song. Great song.
Fantastic. Good job, guys. What about the next one? Which? Be careful with this one. Which?
Mm.
This one is a very common one that is used incorrectly. St. Patrick is coming. Wait.
Yeah, don't worry. The hat, I'm gonna keep the hat away until the 17th. Don't worry.
Exactly. Saint Pat.
St. Patty, he's going to scare away the coronavirus. St. Patrick is going
Exactly.
to get rid of the coronavirus.
Which for choice. Exactly. And choice with a an H and a C for choices. So like this. Choice. So remember, which we use when we have a choice and when we explicitly say the choices, or when it's obvious, when it's limited. For example, if I say, what is your favorite food? What is your favorite movie? So in this case, it's general, but which is for something specific. For example, which color do you want? Yellow or purple? Okay. Which song do you want to listen to? This song or this song? Exactly, Joe. Which is for specific and what is for general?
As Rosanna is in there, which for like an alternative. Yeah, like alternative
Exactly.
basically when you have a choice.
Exactly.
Very good, guys.
So you can have it like this. You can go with this or you can go with that. You can go with this or you can go with that.
Hey.
All right. And how? When do we use how? You got a song for this one, Cathal?
Oh God, do I have a song for this one?
Yeah, I can't think of one. It's
Uh,
worrying me.
yeah, I don't know if I have a song for this one.
I think I might be getting sick.
Oh.
Exactly.
He was like, "Oh, I think there is one." It's like, "Tell me, how am I supposed to live without you?" Yes,
Yeah,
how? There you
that's
go. A new bit of Michael Bolton coming in.
exactly. Perfect, Joe. So how for manner? Exactly. For example, how do you get to work? I take the bus.
Very good.
How do you how do you know? I know because blah blah blah. So how for a manner?
Hmm. Oh,
And
and
then
Joe
exactly.
also added in how many or how much.
Exactly. But these two are different ones. So how alone is one, how many is a different question word. How much is a different question word. All right? And here how many we use for quantity, but how much we don't use for quantity, we use for amount. Okay? So we use them for countable and uncountable. Or again, like we said before, we use how many for specific and how much for general. For example, how many friends do you have in Milan? I have 2 friends. I have 3 friends. How much water do you have? I have some water. See, this is more general. Okay. How do you make pizza? Exactly. So we can say the manner or the way. The way you do it. Ooh,
Exactly.
baby, I love your way every day. Yeah, yeah.
Nice,
You can
Joe.
say
Yeah, much uncountable, many countable. He's got it.
absolutely. And we can also use it for condition. For example, how are you?
Hmm.
I am good. I am bad. I am sad.
I am
But we
corona.
can say, for example, exactly, what are you like? In that case, it would be more for a description. Okay. So, for example, how is the weather? The weather is nice. What is the weather like? It's sunny. So, again, here we have specific and general.
Hmm.
Then we have how often. When do we use how often?
Hmm.
How often? For example, how often do you study English? How often do you listen to music? What does how often mean?
Mm.
Exactly, Joe. How often is for frequency?
Nice.
Once a week? Great
Rosanna.
job, Alessia. Rosanna as well. Fantastic. So, how often do you study English? Do you study English once a week? Twice a week? Do you study English every day? Do you study English once a year? Hopefully not. Do you study English twice a day? Like Joe? All right, so how often is for frequency. The next one we have is how old. With how, we have a lot of different possibilities. So how old? When do we use how old?
Mhm.
What do you guys think? How
How
old?
old?
For example, Kyle, how old are you?
I am 24 years old. How old are you, Caesar?
I am 26. Exactly. So we use how old for age. To talk about age or to ask for age. Exactly. For example, how old is your phone? How
Mm.
old is your house? How old is your car? Okay. Yeah, we are young. Yeah, we are. We are, Joe. All right. The next one is how long? How long? This one is one of the most common ones we have in English. How long? This one has two possible meanings depending on the context. So, how long?
Long has this been going on?
Yeah.
Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. How long? Yes.
Yes, Joe. So, yeah, for time. But we have some other ones that we use for time here. So, to be more specific, we would say how long is for duration, either for duration or distance. Okay. So, for example, how long, well, maybe not distance, for length. Sorry. How long for duration and length. For example, how long is the movie? The movie is 1 hour and 30 minutes long. The movie is 3 hours long. How long is the lesson? The lesson is 1 hour long. How long did you wait in line? I waited in line for 50 minutes. So how long? How long is this quarantine going to last?
Mm.
It's going to last a long time, apparently.
Apparently, yeah. How long have you lived in Milan?
Exactly. How long have you studied English? So it's
Mm.
all about duration normally. But we can also use it for length. For example, how long is this pencil? How long is the table? How long is uh
The road?
yeah, how long is the road? Exactly. Perfect. The next one is how far?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so be very careful here. We never say how long time. So we can say in this case, how long ago did you meet Cathal? Or how long have you known Cathal? We can say how long ago if we're talking about the past. How long ago? So how long ago did you meet Cathal?
Mhm.
And so now we have how far. How far? Any ideas for how far? And I've known Cathal for how long has it been now?
Just over a year, I think.
Okay, perfect. A
'Cause
little over a year.
I arrived in Milan January last year.
Oh wow, yeah. Yeah, so definitely over a year now.
Mhm.
Exactly, Joe. How far is for distance? For example, excuse me, how far is the Duomo? How far is the nearest supermarket? How far is Milan from Rome?
Mhm.
3 hours away, maybe. Or it's 1 hour away if you fly. So how far? All right. Any other important question words, Cathal?
Let's see. We've got how far, how long, how much, how many, how often,
Oh, how come?
how come?
Exactly. This one's a very common one. How come? So how come is a synonym of why. For example, we can say, why are you tired? Or how come you are tired? Just be careful here because here we don't use an auxiliary verb. This one's an exception. So how come is similar to the Italian come mai. So it's a very friendly why. Why can be a little bit direct. How come is a little bit friendlier.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. So now I'd like you guys to ask us some questions about whatever you want. We are open books. You can ask
Open
us
book.
anything.
I mean, yeah, but most of anything.
Well, yeah, mostly.
I'm not a completely open book, you know.
So,
Exactly.
are you
So yeah.
tired? No?
So
Yeah, I'm a little tired. I'm tired of being home, of being
yeah,
inside.
I want to go out, you know. So yeah,
Exactly.
Joe, you're dead right. Uh, Joe, are you tired? Is a yes or no, yes or no answer. Julia has a question. Cathal, why do you like playing Fortnite so much? Gee, my God, Caesar, what is your biggest weakness as a person? Oh wow, that's getting real personal. I thought I was real open book, you know. I love playing Fortnite because I get to play with my friend Caesar. That's why I like playing Fortnite. So Joe, uh, with how come? So yeah, with how come you need to say yeah, it's a kind of strange one. The way the construction of it is a bit strange. So how come
Oh,
you're tired? Right?
exactly.
So why are you tired, or how come you are tired? So in this
Yeah, it's a
question,
weird.
the subject and the verb are changed.
Exactly. So here, it's just the normal structure. You are tired. How come you are tired? So nothing changes here. All
Mhm.
right. And my biggest weakness as a person. All right.
Oh,
So I think my biggest weakness as a person is I care too much.
oh yeah,
Uh,
he's
I
too
give
talented.
I give my all. I guess my biggest weakness is that I care too much and I am a perfectionist.
Wow. I mean, like, if those are your weaknesses, my God, I would love to see your strengths.
And this is how you answer interview questions, everybody. So if anybody has an interview in English, this is how you answer this question.
Joe, it's a strange language. English. You're absolutely right. It is a very strange language.
Yes, English is a strange language,
Yeah.
we would say.
Sounds straight from a TV show. Very disappointing. Well, sometimes people learn English from TV shows, Julia. So I can't
I
really
learned
blame.
English from TV shows, so
Yeah.
there you go.
Yeah.
I am a product of my environment.
Oh.
Do we have any other questions?
My answer was slightly better. Well, I'll take that. Slightly better. I'll accept this.
Yeah,
Still
yeah.
cheesy.
He'll take it. He'll take it.
Cheesy. My God, what does cheesy mean, Julia? Maybe you can explain to everybody what does cheesy mean.
Yeah, what is cheesy, Julia? What does
Yeah,
that mean?
formaggioso.
Yeah. Is it like formaggio?
It's an interesting one. Oh, she all quiet now. She
Oh,
didn't
she's
want to
typing.
hear it.
She's typing,
Oh,
I
here
think.
we go.
Cheesy means boring and lovey-dovey and not too honest in this specific case.
Okay. That's fair. That's fair. I'll accept that. I'll accept
All
that.
right. And what is lovey-dovey?
Oh, wow.
I
Oh, we're
believe
really diving into
in
it.
Italian they call it sdolcinato, lovey-dovey, sdolcinato.
Ah, okay.
All right.
So while Julia's doing very well there, guys, does anyone else have any questions that they would like to ask?
Joe,
Who else do we have? We had,
Rosanna.
yeah,
We also had
yeah.
Alessia. You guys
Anybody?
have any questions for us?
Emanuela, you guys want to ask us?
Manuela as well.
Fabrizio, if you're there still. Let's have a look. Hey, there you go, Alessia.
What's your
Nice.
favorite film? All right, Cathal.
So, my favorite film is well, it changes a lot because I like to watch a lot of different films. At the moment, my favorite film is Ocean's 11.
I've
That I
never
really
seen it. I
enjoyed.
gotta check it out.
Yeah, yeah. Joe's okay. Yeah.
Oh, it's okay. Okay.
So just as an example, Joe, do you have an example? Can you ask us just an example question?
Maybe using one of these question words.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Julia, you've just been taught. You're welcome. Well, I thank you very much,
Thank you,
Sensei.
Julia.
Uh, oh wait, the Sensei one is this one, right? You'll do.
Oh yeah, yeah. There you go.
Okay.
So, any questions, guys?
Any
All right. How
doubt?
about we ask each other some questions? while we
Okay.
wait?
Okay.
So, Cathal, what are you doing today?
So, what am I doing today? Today, I am working from home, and I am going to play Fortnite with Julia.
Oh, you're playing Fortnite with Julia. Fantastic.
No, or maybe not Fortnite because she doesn't like Fortnite. Maybe we'll play some Call of Duty or something like
Call of
that.
Duty. Yeah, yeah. You'll probably have a better chance with that one.
Exactly. And for you, Caesar. Okay. What is your favorite drink?
My favorite drink is passion fruit juice.
Passion fruit juice. Wow.
Exactly.
Nice. Nice.
If we're talking about non-alcoholic drinks, though.
Okay.
We're talking about alcoholic drinks. I've got to say that my favorite alcoholic drink now
Don't
is
say
beer.
Corona.
No,
Okay.
not Corona.
Oh, Joe. Joe's
yeah.
asking, what do we do? Okay. So, Joe, in this example, what do you do in this Corona period? We wouldn't say what do you do. We'd say what are you doing?
Exactly.
Because
Because
we're
it's
asking it now.
now. Exactly. We are in this period.
Yeah. So what are you doing? So what are we doing in this coronavirus period? We are staying at home. We are praying that this will
Yeah,
stop. We are hosting webinars.
exactly. We are trying to keep busy.
Yeah, yeah. To keep
Yeah, so in
busy.
English we say keep busy. So, you know, doing something, staying active.
Yeah. Oh my God, Julia, over my dead body. All right. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It was a silly suggestion.
All right. So, thank you very much, everyone, for coming and participating and being here with us. We will see you soon. Remember, we have plenty of other podcasts every hour on the hour. So if you're interested in watching another one, you can go ahead and look for it. You can watch it of your own level. You can watch different levels as well if maybe there's nothing available in your level. Where do you buy passion fruit juice, Joe? So here in Italy, you don't buy passion fruit juice, but in Florida, where I lived before, you could buy it at the supermarket,
Hmm.
and it was my favorite. It was really, really good. So, Joe, if you go to Florida or if you go to a tropical country, buy some passion fruit juice. You will not regret it. Really, really good stuff.
Absolutely.
All right. So, thank you very much, everyone. We will see you soon.
Bye, guys.
And remember, Caesar and Cathal here signing off. That's just the way the cookie crumbles.
You stay classy, San Diego.